Okay, we have how to use a capo. A capo is a guitar player's best friend. You clamp it on your guitar and it's like cheating. You can clamp it on fret 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up, fret 7 or 8. Anything past that and you're going to have trouble making the chords. There's a chart in there in your manual that tells you if you put your capo on the 1st through the 5th fret and you play a certain chord, what chord it sounds like, what chord comes out of the guitar. So if I capo 2 and play in G voicing or a G chord, it's actually an A that I'm playing. It moves everything up either a half step or a whole step. And have your instructor explain that to you in class. Now you only get one chord this week, not a bunch, because it's the hardest chord in the whole manual. It may be the hardest chord in the whole course. This is an F chord, and we waited to put it even in the middle or past the middle of the intermediate manual because it's such a hard chord. Last week I was telling you the D minor 7 is half of an F. When you add that finger like we did to the C when we had a simple C, then we added that finger. We're going to play the last 4 strings. And it's really a hard chord because most of the time when you first start playing it, it sounds like this. Okay? Because you're not used to pressing down as hard as you have to press down to get all of that sound coming out of all 4 notes. Okay? You really have to press hard with your thumb on the back side of the neck. Then there's also, I'd rather you play the one to the right as you're looking on your manual on week 6. But there is an F/C. What does that mean? Well, we're used to making that chord already, the 2, the 3, and the 4, but then to make the 2, the 3, and the 4 and adding that 2 finger and the 4 finger back behind the 3 finger, and then to allow that 1 finger at the top to make good connection with both of those bottom strings is really, really hard. It's even a tougher F. And it's got a C note in the bass. But I would just start off with the one to the right. So the chord drills this week are that 4/4 pause pattern again, and then the 6/8. So let's get started there on track 25. Are you ready? Okay, here we go with the pause 4 from C, and then we collapse it. Collapse that finger, and then your 2 and your 3 finger come down 1 string each to make that F. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and pause. Up, down, up, pause. Up to the F. Back to the C. Up, down, up, pause. To the F. Repeat the line. C. Collapse it to the F. Back to the C. Pause. Up, down, pause. To the F. And we're done. Come on, you can do it. And stop. All right, to begin with, your Fs might not come out sounding as pretty as this guitar makes them sound. But all that to say, keep working on it. You can do it. It just takes time and it takes practice. So now we're going to go from the F to a G. Okay? From the F all the way up top to the G. I'll show you a little trick in just a moment after we get through track 26. So here we go. Conventional F to a G. 1, 2, ready, play. Pause. Up, down, pause. Up to the G. Back to the F. To the G. Now we're going to repeat the line. Now here comes the trick. Play the F. Now this time when we go to the G, slide up 2 frets with everything you've got right there. Now go back down 2 frets to the F. A new G, slide up 2 frets with all 3 of those fingers. And stop. See that new G? There it is. So it's the F, slide up 2 frets, that's a G. All right. So, track 27. It's the 6/8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go from the C to the F The D minor 7, all we do is lift our ring finger off, and that makes it a D minor 7. Back to an F, back to a C. So here we go. Count it off with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. To the F. D minor 7, lift your 3 finger off, or your ring finger. Back to the F, put it back down. C. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. F, collapse it down. D minor 7, lift your ring finger off. The final F, put it back down. And stop. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Put them all together. C, D minor 7, G, A minor 7, and so on. And instead of 2 measures per chord, you only get 1 measure per chord. So it's coming at you twice as fast. So get ready to change keys. Change chords. Here we go. I probably won't call out the strum pattern. I'll just call out the new chord that we're going to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C. D minor 7. G. A minor 7. 2 fingers. Half of a C. To the G. D minor 7. A minor 7. 2 fingers. To the G. Start over with the C. D minor 7. Down at the bottom, 4 string. Half of an F. G up to the top. A minor 7. 2 fingers in the middle. Back to the G. D minor 7 at the bottom. A minor 7, 2 fingers in the middle. Half of a C. Final G, and we got it. And stop. All right. You're doing so good. So good. All right. Week 6 is complete. Keep practicing. See you next week.